Hi you guys, Dodo Reactions here, welcome back to another video of Roasting the Hell Out of Charm. This is episode 1, season 1, episode 5. It's titled Dream Sorcerer, and I think I know what's going to happen in it. I think it's about a guy that attacks you when you're the most vulnerable, when you're asleep. He attacks you in your dreams. I think that's it. But that's all I remember. I don't remember anything else, like what the guy's deal is exactly and what's exactly going to happen in this one. Yeah, but that's why I would say let's get into it and find out.
Are your parents terrorists? Because baby, you're the bomb.
Jump. Ask if it hurt when she fell.
Excuse me?
You fell from heaven. It hurt. Because I know an angel.
Oh my god, I want to throw up.
I'm no angel. I'm a witch.
Yeah, Phoebe keeping secrets.
Oh, I'm so glad
You.
guys are still here.
You.
No, I hate being single. Waitress coming through.
We need men
Special delivery.
again.
Hey, Sky. You have a secret admirer. He ordered it for you.
That's him,
Who was that?
I think.
I have no idea.
Tell him thank you, and I'm very flattered, but kind of seeing someone else?
Sure. Thanks.
I think it would have been more polite if you
Wants
went
a drink?
I'm sorry.
to tell him it yourself.
She's just
I don't know. I think that would be nicer, yeah.
How about you? Maybe you'd like to have a drink with me sometime.
Oh, well, that's really sweet of you, but, I'm not allowed to date the customers. It orders that.
Because he's in a wheelchair. He thinks that's the reason why he's not able to find a woman, and that's why he kills every woman that rejects him or turns him down.
It's your dream, but it's my fantasy.
Where am I?
You're dreaming. I'm visiting.
I don't think it's the first time, on television, when they
I can
mentioned
alter.
that when you die in your dreams, you actually die. And I remember when I saw it on television for the first time, this episode, they cut some scenes out. Not entire scenes, but parts. This, for example, I didn't see that when it aired.
Every bone in her body's been crushed.
Coroner said it's as if she had fallen off a 20-story building.
I don't know what you
Ground
look
floor.
a little bit different when every single bone in your body was
And her
broken.
body hasn't been moved.
I don't think her face would look like that. She looks good.
That woman, of course men want her. Men are no different from women. We all want what we can't have, which is why we need to stop thinking about what men want and start thinking about what we want in a man.
That's not wrong.
No strings attached. That's what I want.
I'd take what Prue has in a flat second.
What
But
does she
then I would
have?
have to deal with the family secret, which isn't exactly normal now, is it?
Her body literally imploded upon itself.
Ever seen
my
anything
God.
like it before?
Mm-hmm.
And again,
On jumpers.
she looked good.
The bodies were usually found on sidewalks.
I just don't understand like the damage inside her body, but there's no scratch on her on the outside.
I found a spell. How to attract a lover.
No, Phoebe. Forget it. We're not casting any spells.
No personal gain, remember?
How is it personal gain if we're using our powers to bring happiness to another person? And in my case, lots and lots of happiness.
Do you mean
Look,
lots
I'm
and
not
lots
talking
of
about marriage here. We have our
rape?
therapies to freak out about
Are they talking about a love spell?
Bringing a man into her life through a spell. Correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't that a little bit desperate?
Correct me if I'm
desperate.
wrong.
I say it's not.
Isn't that
I
a
say
little
it's
bit criminal? I'm so allergic to storylines like that. Because it's abuse. It's nothing else but abuse.
Phoebe may have stumbled onto something that actually makes sense.
Does
Now I'm
it
worried.
now?
All the spells are in this book for a reason, right? And I think this spell could be a harmless opportunity for us to test our powers, really get a handle on them. I mean, why
Harmless?
else would it say we can reverse it at any time?
A man who loves sleeping in on
Are they
Sundays,
creating a man? I think that
sunset
also
cries,
was a plot in
cuddling
later
by
in a
a
later
roaring
season. But
fire.
what does Phoebe's note say? Sex, sex, sex.
You want the sexy, silent type that finds you driving through town on the back of a Harley.
He's about hunger and lust and danger.
She just wants a
And
sex
your
toy.
sex.
Piper really
Silence.
wants love,
And I think it
which
goes
is
without
also a bad
saying that
thing
we
when you
both
use a
want a man
spell
who
to
is
get it.
wet.
But Phoebe just wants sex. And Prue just said, be careful what you wish for, and it
This
says
is
in
the
your
spell we
notes
have
like
to say?
dangerous or
Yeah.
danger or
We're
something.
lucky. You think it worked?
I don't know. The big spells usually require all three of us.
Yeah, I guess that's a big spell though.
Sent you a glass of Chardonnay and you sent it back.
And you have her number.
Still.
Look, as I told the waitress, I'm just not available. How did you get my number? My name?
Yeah.
Hello? I don't care. Just get
Out of the bathroom?
Or out of the house.
Can help you. I know your every thought and desire.
But that means he also
I'm the
knows
man
that
of your
she's a
dreams.
witch, right? And I also think I didn't see that when it aired in Germany. I think they cut this out when he tries to
okay?
drown her.
God.
Ooh. Ah, goosebumps. This is so scary. That episode freaked me out
She
when I
said
first
if
saw
the
it. I
spouting
remember
monster
that
should tell him to go away.
He knew what she told us, and how did he know that?
And
because
what
it
about
was
the
your
marks on
dream, Piper could say.
You don't believe me?
No, I believe you think you saw marks on your back.
But after what
I'm
you've
watching you down
seen
your
so
third cup
far,
coffee,
I mean, it's only episode
and we're
5, but
talking about a nightmare
you should
had
take
while
this
asleep
seriously,
in the
because you
tub.
know there are
So is it
supernatural beings
impossible
out there.
that
Jesus.
Excuse me, but who are you?
Who cares?
Yeah. Ew. Why do they think this is sexy? This is ew.
Was in the hammock.
Disgusting. If it was water, I'd be like, okay, but ew, not with milk.
We had safe sex. A lot of safe sex.
I also remember when I first saw it, I didn't know what that means, and I didn't realize how disgusting it was. Of course.
I've got to get to know you. Have dinner with me.
Can you hang on a second?
You should fly to Paris with me.
Tell her it's an emergency.
I mean, Piper, she's gorgeous and she's so cute. In season 1, why does she have that much trouble finding a guy, which she desperately, because that's what she desperately
Hello,
needs
inspectors.
apparently.
That's Julie Derrickson. She was my girlfriend.
And he killed her the same way.
I still miss her.
Why is he always killing them the same way? Like he could shoot them, stab them, slit their throats or whatever. He always
I was
pushes
here,
them
in the lab
off the roof. Very uncreative.
Any witnesses
Killer.
who can confirm that?
When I get stressed, I get hives in very strange places, which is nothing compared to what happens when I panic, believe me. Well, it helps keep my ulcer under control.
It's the 90s. Is there anyone who doesn't have one?
Would you like to see my tattoo?
Would you like to see mine?
Hey there.
Bro, she's having a date right now. What are you doing?
There's always Piper, Phoebe,
He even installed a ramp.
women out there. It's an endless pool for the dream sorcerer.
No, wait, I'll stay.
Ooh. But I also don't understand why is it always the same setting
Can I call you back?
in the dreams? Because he said that's her,
I'm at the
it's
station
her
house.
dream, but he's visiting. But he can manipulate it, I guess.
I just
Also
wanna be
very
your voice.
uncreative that it's always like on a rooftop. That's... I don't know if that makes sense. Why would
The
there
man
be
is
blood?
in a wheelchair.
Because all of this happened
So
in
tell
her...
me again why you
whatever.
think Berman is our suspect.
Whatever.
Dream leaping. The ability to project himself into someone else's dreams.
Into women's dreams and killing them?
He's just saying that like it's a common thing. That's very weird.
Love to.
He wouldn't leave me alone all night. He kept touching me, and practically every guy in the bar was hitting on me. Finally, I couldn't take it anymore.
It was because of the spell, not because of me.
You don't know that.
Jeez.
What we did, it's not right.
It's way more
Our poor
than
cats in
just
hell.
not right.
Go away, horny tomcats.
Oh my god.
Let's reverse.
That's why the cat was there. Okay. But even the cat isn't that desperate. She's like, no, leave me alone. I don't need this.
Hello? I want you to look in the Book of Shadows and see if you can find anything on this guy. He calls
But when
himself
she
a
woke
dream
up, it was
sorcerer, okay?
daytime. Where's she leaving now?
Nada.
Like hours later, I guess,
I'm
or
telling you, there's no dream
definitely
sorcerer
not
stuff anywhere.
immediately.
Just keep talking. Don't let me fall asleep.
She sounds exhausted.
How could you leave me?
Hans, please.
I mean, her sister's being in danger, that should keep her awake, but apparently it doesn't.
Time is now.
Why is she that exhausted? She just slept. Not for long, but
Phoebe, where are you?
I think it would take some time before you pass out of exhaustion when you don't sleep.
Okay?
Maybe after the first dream attack she didn't go to sleep because she was way too scared or something, but she didn't look exhausted when she was at work.
Can't fall asleep.
She's unconscious.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
Speaking of pain, you really hurt me last night.
Yeah, call your sisters.
We're definitely out of range.
He's heavily sedated. Just get to work.
He's sedated.
I know I am.
How the hell is he so sure that that's exactly what it is? He's immortal. He doesn't know anything about magic and stuff. They do like
The dress?
he's immortal. They act like he's immortal, and this is a common thing mortals can just do sometimes.
I don't care what it takes. You wake him up. Now!
Jesus. I think this is just very dumb. I think just waking him up can hurt him in a way. I think it could have consequences. Maybe it could damage his brain or something. And Andy is so sure. I don't get it.
Use your power, Prue.
Come back to us.
Good night.
I don't believe it. He's dead.
Maybe because they tried to waking up. Maybe that causes his death, Andy. I mean, it does. That's not the case, but why didn't
What about
why did the waitress's body didn't look like that? Because they died the same way. And why didn't she think of using her power before?
Does this have anything to do with your lust spell?
Mm-hmm. But don't
Yeah,
worry.
that's exactly
We
what it
reversed the
was.
spell last night.
I mean,
Piper called
at
Jack.
least for
The guy
Phoebe,
you
it was a
hinted at.
lust spell.
And
Yeah.
he didn't.
Glad to see every bone in your body's not broken.
What?
The car accident. Never mind.
Okay, first thing I want to say, like the sisterly bond, I can feel it here. I definitely don't or didn't feel it in later seasons, but I've definitely, yeah, I like it a lot. I know there was some tension behind the scenes between some of these actors, but maybe it started later. But I don't know. Here, I don't see it. I don't feel like, oh, there's tension between these two or these two that shouldn't be there. But no, I don't see it. I like their chemistry here as sisters. So yeah, that's endearing. Ugh. The B plot of this episode makes me sick. I hate love spells and yeah, things like that. I mean, they also had a love spell plot in Buffy. It was a main plot in an episode. It's always disgusting, but at least in the Buffy episode, the person who did that was like 16 years old or 17 years old. Here, Piper and Phoebe are grown women. I think Piper must be 22. No, Phoebe, I think, must be 21, 22, and Piper is like 25. Old enough to know that this is not right. At least Piper realized that, and she had to convince Phoebe. But she did. Yeah, Phoebe also realized that it was a mistake, but manipulate someone else's feelings for you with a spell and then having sex with them is just... It's a violation. I'm very surprised they got through with it because, yeah, I don't know. With the safer sex thing, it was the late 90s. My god. And nobody thought this was maybe a little bit inappropriate. I don't know if there's another love spell, but they definitely conjure up a guy to have sex with. I remember that. I don't know if it happened once or twice or maybe more than that, but it happens in later seasons, yeah, and I hate it. But the main plot, I like it. It has some flaws. Like I said, the bodies of the guy and the girl from the beginning, they look different, and I don't know how when they died the same way. Also, Andy immediately knowing what's going on, and he was so sure of it. Like, it couldn't have been anything. It couldn't have been something else. It was the guy, the dream jumping thing or whatever it was. I don't know. That's exactly what it was, and no, there is no way it could have been anything else, and I don't get that because apparently this guy was immortal, was he? Because also that means Prue just killed a human being, which is fine because it was self-defense and he was a mass murderer, but still she killed another human being if that's the case. But also I think warlocks are just people with abilities, and they killed Jeremy in the pilot, so like I said, I don't mind that they killed them, but they should at least be like, think about it, that they killed a human. Yeah, this episode freaked me out way back then when I watched it for the first time. Whew. Like, sleeping wasn't my favorite thing anymore, but yeah. I checked the Charmed wiki, but I didn't find anything important. With that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope to see you in the next episode. And until then, goodbye guys.